How's it? Today is Wednesday, January 19th. Clean and jerk stuff today to kind of just go up from last week. I decided to go up 5 kilos for, I think everything. So, power clean, complex, clean deadlift, 5 by 5 and even my heavy barbell bent over row. Um, Nothing too out of the ordinary here, I don't think. I think my doubles for power clean are pushing to the point where it's not consistent. It's not feasible for me to push any beyond this for doubles, I don't think. Most of my first reps are actually really easy, and then just that second rep grows increasingly difficult as the sets go on. Um, I think that some of my positioning for my power cleans here are a little bit behind where I want to be. Like physically in space, I'm a little bit behind where I think is the best place to catch, and so sometimes it feels like I have to dip forward, like my shoulder girdle has to dip forward, and then that kind of puts a little bit of pressure on my upper back. It's not too bad. It's nothing to the point where I have to stop lifting, but it's definitely a noticeable thing where if I catch poorly, then I am opening myself up for a lot of pain. And then I think something also that happens here is if I recover from the clean to regrip for the jerk, if I do it sloppy, such that my hips get under the bar, like way out under the bar and like in front of the bar, then my lower back is just gonna get lit up. And with that sort of sensation, like I am not happy there. I don't like any of that whatsoever. So I'm just need to be really aware of what's happening. I think it didn't happen today, but it happened. Was it last Friday or maybe 2 Fridays ago? And it's just one of those things that's like super silly because I don't think I'm like weak to the point where that should happen. And like typically, if I had done something like that, as far as like a hyperextend my back, like in the nature of a back bend, then it would have hurt anyway. Like even before I hurt my back, um, during those snatch push presses in December. But you can see here, this is my first set. That second rep was increasingly difficult, right? I think that's the diction I used earlier. But it's gonna get worse. I'm not very happy there. First rep, super super solid. I think one thing that I'm thinking about here is as far as technical cues or technical desires is to sort of keep my feet flat and not push my hips laterally in any direction. Just kind of wherever my hips are in space, just move them up and down. I mean, at a certain point, yes, they will have to move laterally, but don't allow it to happen unintentionally. And I think that when I'm able to do that, my my lifts look better. So the first one was okay, right? We'll see how this one goes on the second one. Not very good. You see that? Like my hips went up first, and because they went up, that means I also have to push back in order for me to maintain the same positioning on the bar. But as far as my upper body goes, also I hit my Adam's apple there, so that wasn't fun. I think the if I when I watch people lift like on Instagram and stuff, there's only one lifter that I think that I'm trying to emulate, or one current lifter. There's Nathan Damron. Let's see, this one is a lot better. But yeah, Nathan Damron, like you can see that he sort of as he pulls off the ground, there's a big. Well, he's able to maintain position up until his extension, and then once his extension happens, it's everything seems very easy. And so I'm trying my best to do something similar to that. If I could look like that, that would be great. I don't think I'm strong enough or maybe I need to go lighter weight for it to look good. In any case, I do a complete full squat there. I wouldn't say that's a full squat. I didn't sit at the bottom, but you know, it's definitely not power there. Um, yeah, not very proud of that. And the same thing here. Well, actually, I think this one is actually worse than that first one. But again, like the first rep on every single of these sets is pretty good, pretty good. And to me, it's just a touch upsetting because I know that I'm strong enough. I feel like I have the endurance, and it's just I don't know what it is about the second rep itself. I understand that I'm more fatigued and stuff like that, but it doesn't feel like I am so different of a lifter that I simply can't do the power clean there. You know what I mean? Yeah, and then after that, just my clean deadlifts for 5.5s. Super easy here, 138. I think I could probably increase this for a while for 5.5s. I'm in the territory where these are getting to weights that I would like to clean like regularly. I understand that I'm still pretty weak as far as the clean itself goes, but these pulls feel super nice. They feel super easy. And I don't know if I could do 138, you know, on Friday. There's a very close to 0% chance that I will do that on Friday, but 130 is like not a very heavy weight as far as relative numbers I've hit in the past. But I still kind of view 130 as that sort of an unattainable number, whereas I know I can do 140. I've done 140. Right, that's my best ever clean and jerk. Just 140 feels like almost a different person on that day, and then 130 feels like where my cap is, and I would like that to change very soon. And I think that kind of framing my perspective on how these deadlifts feel is a step in the right direction. I think these again, they're very easy, and the nature of me doing 5 of them, I should see a lot of technique fall apart towards the end, and on this set I do, but I think on a bunch of the other sets I didn't necessarily see that. And then after that I did my barbell bent over rows, going up to 120 today. That's probably the most I can do without like excessive swinging. I swing a little bit, and I mean I wouldn't call it swinging. I think my knees just kind of go from straight to bent, or sorry, bent to straight as I move, and that helps with momentum. I guess I should say momentumless. You see how I'm pushing my legs there a little bit. So 100 is a weight that I feel like, in theory, quote unquote, I'm not swinging. I'm just pushing legs here. But then as it gets a little bit heavier, I mean, it doesn't look like I'm swinging. I don't know. This one definitely looks like I'm swinging though. So here we go. Oop, oop, oop. Yeah, I don't know. This is a pretty heavy bent over row for me. That's 120, right? I could power clean that on a very good day, and that's it, right? We'll see how that goes in the future. Afterwards, I just finished off with the single accessory. It's a dumbbell overhead walk. I don't know if I'm pushing this any further in the future, but that's it for today. Pretty simple. I have a date tonight, guys. Thank you for watching. Shoots.